Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm the Gnarly Gnome. This is the Weekly Pint. It's the show that's not a show. It's a happy hour. It's an excuse for me, you, to drink together, for all of us to hang out here on a Monday and kick this week off the way that weeks should be kicked off, with a drink in hand. So with that being said, as you jump on the live stream, tell me what you're drinking. If you're not jumping on the live stream and you're listening to this afterwards, maybe next week you should probably clear your calendar. Monday nights, 9:30-ish. We were pretty close. It's 9:45. We were close. It counts. That's the ish. You should clear your calendar, though, and you should do this with us. If you're listening to the audio stream afterwards, you should probably at least watch the video, because there's lots of things that I hold things up, and I'm like, this is this. And I'm like, see, right now I'm pretending like I'm holding it. You can't see that if you're listening to a podcast. It's okay. I get it. We all listen to things wrong sometimes. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine right now, but this is going to be an interesting episode because I made a couple choices that I'm starting to question. Also, is everything good for you guys? Because what I'm seeing right now is more delayed than normal on one of my streams. So hopefully everything is synced up all right. Just tell me if something is wrong and we can fix it real time. Why not? Why not do things real time? All right, so let me see what everybody is drinking while we are figuring that out. Josh is having a Firestone Walker Mind Haze Cosmic Crusher Juicy Double IPA. That's a lot of words. Marco is at work having a water. Chris is having Macallan 12 and peach soda. Ooh, that sounds good. Let's see. Jeremy's having a Wiedemann's Bach. Julia's having Urban Artifact Allosaurus Apricot IPA. Eric, on the other hand, opened up Urban Artifact Sugar Plum Fairy. Reminds me of the one here. Our plum tree gave fruit. We made 3 gallons of jam. That sounds fine. All right, everybody says it looks and sounds fine. So I'm just going to try not to look at it out of the corner of my eye. I'm going to focus right here so that I don't look over there. If I look over there, it's going to stress me out. Right now, it's stressing me out. I'm not going to look there. Let's see. Eric says it was also hard to pass up a $20 case Saturday night. I get that. All right. My kids are still awake, evidently, because it sounds like they're going to come through the ceiling. So at any moment, one of my children could just come down right here. That would be funny, I guess. It would cause some problems. Although I would get to redo the ceiling and maybe put up some better sound dampening in between floors. That would be nice. All right. So normally I would start things off with drinking some kind of schnapps, or right now, this spring/summer, I'm drinking a lot of rum. So we've been doing the rumming. What do we call it? The rumination. And I'm gonna drink rum, but I have a lot of rum. So I have like a rum tasting that I'm planning. So I've got mystery rums. They're not, the rums aren't mysteries. It's just blind. I don't know which is which. But some of these are definitely going to blow my palate out, and I'm not going to be able to taste anything. And I know that. Also, they might get me drunk, and I know that. So I figured I'm going to flip things. Instead of starting off with booze and then switching into beer, I'm going to start off with beer because I really want to taste this one. So I don't... The beer inning, I don't even know how this works tonight because I've got a beer that I really want to taste. This is a Firestone Walker. Huge shout out to the Half-Ass Beer Review guys and for Julia for connecting us, because this is one that sounds like it's right up my alley. This is Firestone Walker's Oktoberfest. This is an oak-aged lager. So oak-aged Oktoberfest. Sounds great to me. It is 5.2%. What else does it tell me on here? Oak-aged lager. Not much else. That's about all it tells me. Canned on July 10th. July 10th of 2025. This is an old one. That's okay. It's It's an oak-aged lager. It should age well. We'll see. I'm definitely very curious to try it, though. All right. It looks like an Oktoberfest. All right. It is super cold. One thing, I can feel it. It's a little touch of copper. It's more kind of like an orangish kind of color though. It's kind of like orangish copper. Big old fluffy head. Good like really like fluffy tight bubbles on it too. All right. I'm gonna get my nose in here. It smells like an Oktoberfest. It does not smell old either, which I've had a lot of Oktoberfest beers over the last decade. And sometimes, even now, even with how great beer has gotten in this city, there are times where I'll pick up an Oktoberfest, get my nose in there, and immediately you can tell that it's old. And it's not that the beer itself is actually old, because lager should be able to be aged. It should be able to take some age. It's that people's packaging practices aren't necessarily conducive to packaging a beer that will last a long time on a shelf or in a fridge. And to me, that's the biggest problem. I'm not getting any of that with this. It smells good. A little bit of toast. Not a lot, honestly. It's very light. A little bit of toast. It needs to warm up, honestly, but I don't have time for that. I don't have the luxury of waiting for this beer to warm up. I need to consume it is what I need to do. We'll try to warm it up a little bit here, but I should have planned ahead and pulled it out of the fridge a little earlier. This fridge that I keep here in the studio is the cold fridge down here, and sometimes that doesn't actually work very well for podcasts. In my head, it makes more sense to have the proper beer temperature fridge out there by the bar where people actually drink. But honestly, I drink out of this fridge more these days because we don't really have people over very often. All right, I'm going to get in here and see what this tastes like. Ooh. Oh, yeah. That's a great Oktoberfest beer. All right. So it's super refreshing. Just a touch of kind of that malty toastiness. Kind of, although yes, it's carbonated. It's lower in carbonation, so it doesn't kind of battle back that malt character. Same with the hops. The hops are not a star in this, which they're not supposed to be, but I feel like there's a lot of places now that are making a beer, especially with how popular fest beer has gotten. I feel like people are misunderstanding what fest beer is and what it should be, and they're making it way too hoppy. And this is great. This is definitely, I would call this a hybrid between Märzen and fest beer. But done really well. This is exactly what I want my Oktoberfest beers to taste like. Here we are in the spring, and I could crush this beer all day long. You give me this in like 2 months when it's hot outside and I'm sitting out in the sun sweating, I could still crush this beer all day. This is a great one. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't get so it's oak aged, but I don't get I think sometimes when you hear that or when you see that, you expect a big kind of oaky character, because that's how can I word this? Okay, there is a problem with I think not just craft beer, but maybe with modern flavor or modern personality, maybe. I think that a lot of times people think that if they're going to have something, they have to go very big in that thing. And that's always been something that has happened with craft beer in America, and part of what created some really great beer styles like pastry stouts or IPAs, things like that are just big versions of something else, big kind of over the top versions of it. So I think that sometimes there are some breweries that feel like if they're going to oak age something, they have to go over the top and make it really oaky, or wait for it to get really oaky. And that's not what you have to do. Traditionally, when lager was aged, Eric says the lost art of subtlety. Yes. Traditionally, when lager was aged in oak, it wasn't to get some kind of oak flavor. That wasn't the point. In fact, you really probably didn't want that. that was not what people were trying to do. And over time, now when we put something in oak, we just want to scream at people that this was in oak. Can't you taste the oak? And that's not what they did with this. Like it's there, maybe like in a little bit of dryness, which honestly, more Oktoberfest beers need a little touch of dryness. I think that there's a lot of people that have thought that Oktoberfest is supposed to be big and sweet and malty, and it's not. It's supposed to be malty, but it's supposed to be dry and, for lack of a better word, crushable. And that's a great beer. I'll say it. It's not a Cincinnati beer, but it is a great beer. Zach says, "May the 4th be with you all, and also with you." Okay, let's drink some rum before we get into to some of the news. But we do have news to talk about. But we got rum. We have a lot of rum. So what I did tonight, I took 4 different rums. 2 of these are just white rum, although they're both premium. That should be noted. And I will tell you what they are if I can find a way to put some stuff. Oh, yeah, all right, we're going to put these here. First up, this is one I've drank in a couple cocktails on the show. I don't know that I've ever really sat and drank it by itself. This is batch 1 of Cooper Island from March 1st. I've not loved this rum, but it's fine. It's a good white rum, but it is, as I noted, premium rum, which where I can't ever figure out. Okay, there we go. Premium rum. It is 80 proof. Batch 1 from 2018. Okay. So to be fair, their rum might be better now than it was before. It should be better now. I have not tried the newer rum from them. Up next, this one I have said on the show that it's delicious, and I think I have tried it by itself on this show. This is from White Dog up in Middletown. This is batch 4 of theirs, and they don't tell me when batch 4 was bottled. Also 80 proof. It is premium rum, Old Middletown with an E. That means that it's, I guess, even more premium. They both have stories on them. Should we read the stories before we drink or after we drink? The story of Cooper Island says, Cooper Island is a small atoll in the British Virgin Islands, once a sugarcane plantation and a military garrison. The enigmatic island was named for the Coopers, who came to collect the native white cedar used for making rum barrels in the 19th century. Dotted with powdery white beaches and a beautiful sailboat anchorage, the paradise has a magnificent view of Sir Francis Drake Channel and Tortola. British Virgin Islands. Cooper Island white rum is distilled to evoke the experience of visiting this enchanted place without leaving home. Okay. That is certainly a story. Zach says that I'm starting to sound like Captain Jack Sparrow with all the rum talk. I'll take that. The White Dog Premium Rum, on the other hand, it says the White Dog Distilling Company started with only an 8-gallon still and a passion to create a variety of fine spirits using local ingredients. In May 2018, I purchased Liberty Spirits in Middletown, Ohio. With its 100-gallon still, I'm now able to produce high-volume, quality spirits. I'm dedicating my first spirits to the city of Middletown by releasing the Old Middletown series. The label designs are scenes from Middletown when its downtown area thrived. I hope you'll enjoy these spirits and help to revitalize downtown Middletown by visiting all the new businesses, especially the White Dog Distillery and Bar. So a very different story. Okay, you can make your own decisions about how you feel about both of those stories. I don't know where to put this because I want to put them over here out of my way, but then they're not on the camera anymore, so that doesn't actually work. But if I put them over here, I guess that works. Yeah, we'll just do that. There we go. Oh, that works. Look at that. It just feels very strange there to me. Okay, I don't know which one is which, and in fact, I'm going to keep mixing them up. I have numbers on the bottom of these cups, in theory, unless I'm rubbing them off right now. I used a paint marker, so hopefully that stays. Okay, I have no idea which is which. I also, these are like these solid black taster glasses, so you can't see through them. So in theory, you're not being biased by color, which in the next tasting, as you'll see, color does come into play. In turn, I also don't know if they're equal amounts in each one. I just kind of guessed when I was pouring them. And I do have my cheat sheet in my fun Species X beer project notebook. I have the answers to which one is which when we get there. All right. Let's get ready for this. All right. We're tasting rum. We can do this. We can figure out which one we like better. We can be open. We can be honest. We can impartial. All right. Okay. That smells good. Smells buttery. Yeah, it smells super buttery. Like hanging out in a boozy movie theater. And I mean that in a good way. All right, that smells great. Let me smell this one. There's no butter at all in this one. All right. This one actually doesn't smell like much. All right, now I'm getting a little bit of like a ethanol. I already have my theories on which is which just by the aroma. Oh yeah, there's definitely like just an ethanol-y kind of burn to that, but yeah, that's okay. That smells great. I'm gonna drink that one second. I just based on aroma, this one here is by far the winner. All right, let me taste this one. It's got some good texture to it. Got some heat. There is like there's a little bit of like a candy-like thing going on. Okay. It's fine. That's I imagine that there are some cocktails that probably is good in. I don't know. I've never done enough kind of in-depth like diving into certain cocktails to figure that out. And now that I'm even just smelling these, I realize how big of a fault that is of mine. Like if I'm making like a rum runner, or I'm making I love rum runners. That's one of my go-to like summer cocktails, sitting by the pool, or a daiquiri. Clearly, both of these are gonna be very different in a daiquiri, and I should probably like be better about trying different rums in my cocktails because I'm not. Okay. Mm. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's not even close. I mean, there's like a really great like silky smooth texture to it, and then that great buttery kind of aroma. Less of a burn to it. Even I mean they're both 80 proof, so like they're not super hot, but this one just tastes harsher. It tastes um, like some kind of chemical byproduct that you're not supposed to be drinking, which kind of is rum. um, but this one is just this is straight up enjoyable, like really enjoyable. Um, I do have. I'm not even going to cuvee these because I just want to drink this. That's awesome. Oh, you guys can probably see the numbers as I'm drinking. I promise I can't. Not that it matters. Mm. Definitely the winner. Definitely. And I'm gonna guess that this is the white dog. That's number two. This is number one. If I look at my cheat sheet, yeah. March 1st, Cooper Island, white dog. Um I they're both fine. Julia says you have to cuvee. It's the law. Maybe maybe at the end of the show I'll cuvee all of them together. Maybe. Depending on if I can still feel my lips. Um I would say what I mean, no, all right, let's start off with this whole premium rum thing. Let's try to understand that. What makes a rum premium? Because to me, part of what I love about rum is that it's not premium at all. It's supposed to be a product that is made from the byproduct of sugar production. It's supposed to be something that is just made with something that you have kind of laying around. There's not a lot of rules to rum. You can make rum with pretty much anything that's sugarcane based, and it's supposed to be cheap. It's supposed to be extremely approachable. Um, Premium is kind of bothers me. I understand what you're going for by putting it on there, um, but I don't know that it. I man, I think that both of them lose a couple points for putting them on there. That's what I think. Uh, Take that for whatever you want it to mean. I'm holding this up like I can look at some kind of color to it, and I can't. It's just black. Mm. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Make a good punch or something, I guess. I don't know. Um, I I don't recoil in disgust when I drink it. That should be clear. But it has also taken me 8 years to drink a bottle of it in a house where we really like to drink. So there's that. Their tasting notes say that it's smooth with undertones of honey and vanilla, notes of molasses and tropical fruit. I can see all of that. Um, but yeah, it's just fine. Okay. Let's move on from those. Yeah, if you have never been up to White Dog in Middletown, go to White Dog in Middletown because they make great stuff. Also, I love these 375 milliliter bottles for booze. Love them because I like to buy lots of things. Eric says there's an ad campaign for you. Don't recoil in disgust. Chris says, looks like it's based on the amount of time it is aged in oak barrels, 5 to 12 years. No, not at all. There's no rule to it. It kind of like with tequila, there are rules to call it reposado or añejo. That does not exist with rum. You can call it whatever you want. And it doesn't matter how long it's seen oak or not seen oak. And I don't know that either of these saw oak at all. I don't know they haven't, but okay. This is going to get a little more interesting. Let's clear the palate because these ones are our next ones right here. Okay. Same thing goes. I don't know which is which, but we have one of my favorite rums. This is overproof. This is firewater, but it's good and funky and delicious. This is Ray and Nephew, Jamaican rum. It's good stuff, and it's 126 proof. So it's shiboozy. Okay. Then we have from the vintage collection. Oh, we've got the drunk line ring in here. Hang on. I'll have to. Hey, you're on the Weekly Pint. Who is this?
Hey, it's Zach. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
Forgot to call you. Say hey. Sorry before you get into. Hey, nothing much. Hey.
We're diving into something from the vintage cellar here. This is since discontinued. You cannot buy this anymore. So Zach, this is limited edition. There's not much of this left in the world. This is Bacardi 151, a college staple for me. Have you ever had Bacardi 151?
Wait a minute. I have never had that. I never drunk in college, believe it or not. Unfortunately,
well, I mean, you could
college.
Drink it when you were a child too. It doesn't matter.
Supposedly.
What I find the most fun about Bacardi 151 is that on the label here, it's going to be you're not going to be able to see it on that camera. There is a warning up here that says it says warning, flammable, see back label. And when you flip over the back label, there is this big old warning on here. Look at this thing. This is bigger than the warning you get on a thing of lighter fluid. Look at that thing. It says warning, flammable liquid. Do not use this product for flaming dishes or drinks, which is pretty much, that was probably 75% of what we did with this in college was use it to burn stuff. You'd make little flaming drinks. All 151 proof rum may flare up and continue to burn when ignited, possibly with an invisible flame. Do not pour directly from the bottle near the flame or intense heat. Do not remove or puncture the flame arrestor in the top of the bottle. Removing the flame arrestor may cause the content of the bottle to become ignited and intense flaming will occur. This stuff is flammable. It even has here's the flame arrestor for anybody that hasn't seen this. It's like a little screen on top of your bottle. It's supposed to keep fire out or something. I don't know. It's a collector's item.
Almost like they're encouraging you to start a fire.
It just makes me want to burn it.
It's like a fucking Beavis and Butthead type thing. It's like, let's watch it.
If at the end of the show we do cuvee these things, it's going to be on fire.
Okay. If you do this, Gnome, you need to go in your backyard. You need to
No, we burn it. We burn it right here. We burn it right here.
And
the top of
your wife wakes up.
The top of my bar.
Smell?
The top of my she'll know exactly what it is. The top of my bar has like burn marks all over it from different things that we have lit on fire on the bar in the other room. There's been plenty of fire in here. It's fine.
If you do this, you have to play the Bloodhound Gang. The roof is on fire. We don't do this water. Let this motherfucker burn.
Yeah, but then YouTube will flag me. I can't do that.
Well, I mean, you could start singing it, maybe.
Maybe. I'm a very good singer, though, and if you sing too close like them, it'll also get flagged. That has been proven.
I don't think, to be honest, even though I love Bloodhound Gang, I don't think it's like like some Prince or Michael Jackson or something, you'll be fine.
Okay. Do you have any thoughts before I taste these?
Well, one, don't burn. I don't know. Actually, don't people actually have like somewhere in bars where they light the rim of the glass on fire while you're drinking it?
So you layer usually something like this 151 on top of. Back in my day, it was 151 always layered on top of whatever the shot was, and you light it on fire. That was the whole thing. But Bacardi, because Bacardi, since they are a large company, they are very quick to try to remove all liability from them and what they make. They don't want to be responsible for what can happen when you do that because it is dangerous. That's why they have all this all over the bottle.
I never knew it was flammable. To be honest, Bacardi was one thing I never would have thought. Like, now, if you said Everclear or something that was strong, I would have been like, okay, maybe. Like, something was super strong. But
pretty much anything probably over 100 proof will light on fire is my guess.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's the whole term proof came from back when before they had lots of scientific ways to test these things. That's how they would determine if the booze was good. You would mix it with a little bit of gunpowder and you'd light it on fire, and if it burned, it was high enough proof. It was 100 proof. 100 proof meant it would light on fire.
So like back in the, as you would say, maybe Peaky Blinders day. I don't know if you ever watched that show.
Mm-hmm.
Way back then, like when they, proof. Let's show you during Prohibition. But I don't know. That's it. To be honest, my thoughts are is you actually should. If you weren't to cause a fire, I would have told you to write that on fire on camera. That would have made an episode tonight.
Yeah,
around the rim.
Be a good show. If I caught the studio on fire, it would be a good show.
It'll be the best show ever.
Chris points out that one of the drinks is a flaming Dr. Pepper, which was we made a lot of flaming Dr. Peppers. That's where you take a pint of beer, if I remember correctly, like just a regular beer, and then you put in like a shot of amaretto, and then layer some 151 on top and light it on fire. Is that right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. That's what I remember.
Somebody will correct you.
And it tastes.
Now, I mean,
it tastes like Dr. Pepper, like Dr. Pepper and burning, but Dr. Pepper. It tastes like what Dr. Pepper should taste like.
On a special day like today, like I said, going back to the May the 4th be with you. You have the Force, you'll be fine. You're good today. Today's that special day where a little something's on your side.
Well, so here's the problem. Here's the problem, Zach. I don't have the Force. I don't have the Force at all. I can still burn the studio down on accident. Like there is nothing protecting this. All right, I'm gonna taste these, Zach, because the ice.
Go taste it.
The ice is melting. They're getting warm.
That's fine.
It's a joke. There's no ice.
Because I want to see what you have to say.
All right, but I'm gonna smell them first. See, that's how you start this. Okay.
Okay.
Got to clear out the nostrils, and then you got to get in here.
Okay. You got to get all the sniffs and the taster, so Julia can.
Immediately, I have not smelled the other one. I'm pretty sure that this is the Ray and Nephew because it smells great. It's a little bit grassy.
Okay.
A little earthy.
Okay.
Yep, I'm going to guess this is the Ray and Nephew. It smells good. I actually want to drink it, but I won't because I'm going to move to the other one first and get a sniff of this. Yeah, this smells a little more dangerous.
Generic?
No, not generic.
I thought you were saying generic.
There's a little bit of like a caramely thing going on, but not like in a natural way. It smells like fake caramel.
Okay.
Surprisingly, neither one of these are like hitting me with a big like blast of alcohol, which typically in these Glencairn glasses, I do get more of the alcohol, and I'm not getting it. Maybe my nose has finally just given up, and it can't feel that anymore. You might not be getting it, but you might be feeling it later. There's a difference. Well, that's the idea. That's the goal. Okay. Yeah, I do still think that this is the Ray and Nephew, but this does not smell as bad as I remember 151 tasting like. If this is the 151 here, let's put our hand. Let's do it. Rum, right? Let's do it this way. What? You're doing all rum, right? Yeah, these are both rum. Okay, because I didn't know Bacardi. For some reason, I didn't know Bacardi was rum. I don't know why.
didn't think that. But
Yeah, Bacardi is like the rum. Okay.
okay, because I was thinking Captain Morgan.
Yeah, okay. Captain Morgan's a whole other ballgame. I'm now holding my hand over the glass, and I'm shaking it this way. That should build up a lot of the alcohol fumes inside the glass. So now when I stick my nose in here, it should burn, and I should get a big blast of booze. Let's see. Yep. Oh yeah, it's like a like a one of those little alcohol swabs. That's booze.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when you get it built up like that, it's there. All right, let's try that with the what I think is the Ray and Nephew. Let's build it up here.
Or like when the distilleries used to during COVID they would do hand sanitizer.
Exactly,
like
it's like hand sanitizer. We're sanitizing right now. All right, I'm gonna stick my nose in this one and see what happens. Okay, yeah, it's not as bad. It's like it's like discount hand sanitizer. All right, I gotta try these and see. All right, I'm gonna clear my palate one more time with this Oktoberfest.
Cleansing your parents' palate with the beer.
All right, we're gonna go. We're gonna go with this one, the one I think it smells the worst first. Okay.
It could be good.
Oh, it's warm. Okay. Oh. Yeah. All right. There's some heat there. Not terrible though. Definitely definitely not terrible. Like not as bad as I was expecting it to be. It definitely got a little bit of earthiness to it, a little bit of that caramel. I'm pretty convinced that this is the 151, but it's good enough that I feel like I might be tricked right now. I feel like this might be tricking me. I don't mind that.
I don't know.
I don't mind that at all. All right.
I don't know my rums as much as you do.
Well, I have not tried 151 in, I don't know, probably a decade. At least.
You said college, right?
Yeah, but I mean, since I've actually just tried it.
Oh, gotcha.
This bottle is definitely. This bottle might even be pre-college. I don't know.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's been hanging out for a long time.
Burns.
All right, let's try this one.
Burn going down.
Okay, that one tastes hotter, but it also tastes better.
Well, it's been longer, right?
Do what?
It's been aging longer, correct?
Well, they've both been just hanging out in bottles.
Okay.
Okay. So spirits don't actually age once they're in a bottle.
Well,
in theory, once they're bottled, they're done. Now, once you open the bottle, there is some oxygen getting in there, so there's some things that can happen, but not anything that I can taste. Okay. I don't understand why this one tastes hotter than this one. The Ray and Nephew, for a reminder, is what did I say? 126 proof. 126 proof versus the 151. So the 151 should taste hotter, but there is no way that this is.
When you say hotter, you mean boozier?
Yeah, boozier. There is no way that this is. There's no. This might rock my world right now if this is 151, because it's good.
Okay.
That's number 4.
Uh-oh.
Number 4 is the one that I prefer. No, that's the Ray and Nephew. This is 151. I got them right, but I don't understand why Ray and Nephew tastes boozier than 151. Like in a good way, but that's wild. Okay, that's not what I expected from these two. And 151, although it's not good, it's not as bad as I think it should be. I feel like I could do something with that. Like I could make
the next taste,
good boozy cocktail. What's the next taste?
I was gonna say you're you're doing the rum, but if you ever get a chance, you should maybe do some authentic moonshine of some sort. I know you probably have somebody who might know where some actual moonshine. And then we'll see.
Oh, even
really
better.
How these
I can get even better than that, Zach. Did you know that home distilling is now legal in the United States?
I did not know that.
Safe? I don't know, but it's legal.
Holy shit! So all those shows that they were in the backyard and they were trying to hide, is everything legal now?
It's technically legal right now. I don't know if that'll last. I don't know that won't get appealed and
wait a minute,
beaten all to hell.
That shit's legal, but the THC shit is a battle now. What the hell?
Yeah, well, home. This is the very important distinction here. Home distilling. So you cannot sell that product because the government wants their cut. Yeah.
I mean, of what they know.
Well, now you get into the legality.
Well, yeah, because DeWine's listening to you right now. He's watching this podcast. He watches every day.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, he does. He's a fan. he's an Ohio guy. He likes. He knows that Cincinnati makes the best beer, so he tunes in to this.
He's like, did he just say fuck me? No, I'm just kidding.
Eric says, I think you have to register for a license to distill fuel alcohol. No, there was a recent. I should have pulled the notes up. Crap. I don't even think I have. I don't even know if I have notes for this yet. This was like fairly recently, and they covered it on Bruce Guys when the court case happened.
I need to listen to the Bruce Guys. I listened to their. Well, I've heard they went to podcast.
They did not go to
podcast format.
They did not go to podcast. I think that they have a YouTube podcast, which is not actually a podcast.
Oh, okay. I got confused when I heard that. I think it was on the Truth Beer with Julia Marco. They were saying something about it, and I was like, "Oh, wait, they do a podcast form," but then I couldn't find it on.
Yeah, nobody can. Yeah. That's the problem. They keep saying that they're a podcast, and then nobody can find it. All right.
Brett. You know what's funny is maybe I can get Blake to talk to him again, because Blake just interviewed Brett recently on one of his podcast episodes.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay. I was talking about that. Actually, me and Blake went to Kings Island this Saturday and hung out a little bit. And we were talking about some of the podcasts and stuff. And I was talking about how cool it was and how awesome it is that he has so many episodes now. He's like come a long way and everything. So,
okay, here's the news story. This is a news story from April 10th. U.S.
Okay.
This was an appeal. Oh, Alex breaking the news that I haven't gotten a chance to write about yet.
Okay.
It's coming, Alex. Okay. This is from
not kidding.
Like I said, April 10th, the U.S. Appeals Court declares a 158-year-old home distilling ban unconstitutional. So this was appealed by the government then struck down. It's calling it an unnecessary and improper means for Congress to exercise its power to tax. Fifth U.S. Circuit of Appeals in New Orleans ruled in favor of the nonprofit Hobby Distillers Association and 4 of its 1,300 members.
There we go.
They argued that people should be free to distill spirits at home, whether as a hobby or for personal consumption, including, in one instance, to create an apple pie vodka recipe. Yeah, amen.
Amen to that.
The ban was part of a law passed during Reconstruction in July of 1868, in part to thwart liquor tax evasion, and subjected violators up to 5 years in prison, $10,000 fine. The circuit judge said that the ban actually reduces tax revenue by preventing distilling in the first place, unlike laws that regulated the manufacture and labeling of distilled spirits, which the government could collect taxes. She also said under the government's logic, Congress could criminalize virtually any in-home activity that might escape notice from tax collectors, including remote work and home-based businesses. And I think that's dead on. I agree 100% with their decision. Now, whether or not I think that home distilling should be legal is a whole separate thing. I'm torn on it because it is dangerous, and it is something that could hurt people. But when I start thinking that way, I realize that any kind of home cooking could also hurt or kill people,
Yeah.
and we're not going to ban people from cooking at home because obviously that would be ridiculous. Yeah.
So does this
So
law include the home brewing too?
home brewing
Like you
was a
can,
whole
it's
separate thing that became legal back in
okay.
the 70s.
Okay, I was just making sure that was okay.
Yeah, then home brewing is definitely legal. Home winemaking has definitely been legal. Home distilling is where we've always ran into problems.
Okay, so that was the last key to the puzzle. Okay.
Yeah. So I guess right now you can distill alcohol. I guess. I'm not going to tell you to because it still seems like it should probably be illegal. So I'm not going to tell you to do it, but I think you can.
Coming next week, Gnarly Gnome is going to have his own distillery.
But
Gnarly Gnome's going to have his own whiskey.
I say all this because you said I should dive into moonshine, and I will at some point.
Yes, definitely you should dive into moonshine.
I have like these blocks of what I'm in my head, what I'm considering blocks of different topics that I'm really diving into over the next. I've probably have,
and of course,
have the next 5 years like laid out of things that I want to explore, of things that I want to do these really deep dives into. So yes, I'm drinking rum on this show a lot right now. That's not really what this whole summer of rum is all about. It's not just drinking rum on the show. It's like I'm reading books about rum. I am doing lots of research about rum. I'm writing things about rum. I'm just creating this whole base of knowledge about rum and filling in gaps that I had before. And there's lots of topics that I need to fill in the gaps of what I understand about it. And that's
and now you're
so moonshine is on that list. Is where I'm going with this.
okay. I was saying now you're making your own rum in your backyard coming soon because you can do it.
Yeah, I would love to try to distill rum. I assume that like if I decide to start distilling, which there's no way at some point I won't distill something. I don't know that rum will be the first thing I go to. It'll probably be some kind of like whiskey, some kind of.
I was going to say bourbon whiskey.
Yeah, it won't be bourbon, but it'll be some kind of whiskey, some kind of moonshine. It'll be.
Well, the only reason I brought up the only reason I brought up moonshine was there was one point I was at my mother-in-law's house. Supposedly she had said that somebody made this moonshine that like was authentic and blah blah blah. I don't know who it was. This has been a couple of years ago when I first started dating before my wife and I got married. And she goes, "Oh, it's been sitting in this like cabinet." And she's like, "You want to try it?" I was like, "Man, don't test me with a good time." And at first they were like, "I don't know about this," because you know I always hear about stories like if you drink the wrong kind, you could go blind,
Sure.
blah blah blah. And so I drank it. I'm like, that's fine, but damn, was it like burning? It was definitely, I think, some authentic moonshine.
It's gonna be hot, and like, but so authentic moonshine, like it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be like super boozy, super hot.
Well, I just don't mean like Sugar Creek or some shit like that. That's what I mean when I say authentic.
Sugarlands from Gatlinburg. They make great moonshine, and like if you get like their base moonshine and you taste it, that is traditional moonshine, except for the fact that it's not moonshine because it's legal. It's a legal product, which then actually goes into a whole separate discussion of if distilling at home is legal in the United States now, does that mean that there is no such thing as moonshine? And I would argue that maybe yes, maybe there's no longer any moonshine that exists because moonshine is about it being illegal. No, I mean like corn. We'll call it unaged corn whiskey. It doesn't matter if it's like some Yahoo in his barn on his property making small batches of something, or if it's some very large corporate entity that's distilling. If you're making it with the right products and you're using the right process and it tastes good, it's the same thing. Like, who cares? And it goes the same for any product. It goes the same for beer. It goes the same for food. It goes the same with anything. If you're using the right ingredients, the right process, and it tastes good, let it go. Like, just drink what tastes good. Now, I'm a big fan of drinking as local as possible, and the majority of what I think you should consume should be the most local. What the hell is happening, Zach? Are you making a margarita?
Sorry. No,
Cinco de
no.
Mayo
Sorry, I
is
had to rinse out
tomorrow.
my glass.
Okay.
I had to rinse my. I'm sorry. I had to rinse my glass out. I was going on to my next beer, and I had to rinse my
All right,
glass
Zach.
out. I'm so sorry.
If I had a hang up button, I would have cut you right there.
Okay,
Wait
a minute.
can't
I
make
do
a
have a
you
question to
can't
ask
make
you.
a margarita
There was a
while you're on
reason
the phone with me on the show. It's against the rules.
No, I'm so sorry. I should have muted you. I mean, muted myself. No, before we get too crazy in the subject, I know you always have a time frame. I did want to call in basically to ask how the documentary went with you and everybody. I wasn't able to make it, unfortunately, but my buddy Jeremy Brown from our group, the 513 Craft Brew Group, he said he made it out. And he said it was awesome. He had a lot of cool urban artifacts on tap to drink there. And I just wanted to ask you, one, how did it go? And two, are you going to have like a streaming pay for it? Because I didn't get the chance to see it. Or I don't know how you're going to eventually put it on line or something. I don't know how you're going to go about that whenever the movie's available.
Sounds like he answered the first part of the question. It went great. Obviously, I'm a little biased on it. I think it's.
Sure.
I think the documentary is shaping up great. It's not quite done. But it's close enough that like I think that if you watched it the other night and you watched the final version, you wouldn't notice any difference. I will notice, but nobody else will. There's little things that are still going to change, but nothing major. But I think it went great. Obviously, we love Urban Artifact. All the beer was great. All of that. They are wonderful hosts. Mm-hmm. As far as how you can get it later, that it will eventually be on YouTube. Eventually, I don't know exactly.
Okay,
I don't have a date yet when that'll happen. It will also. So I believe it'll be playing in some kind of capacity during Missing Link Fest. I don't know that it'll be like a full like viewing of it. So I think that it'll be playing somewhere with like subtitles. So you won't get the full experience. You won't get the actual like the actual documentary itself.
The introduction that you had.
Well, yeah, you definitely won't get that, but you won't get the full documentary experience. But it'll be online at some point.
Okay, but you had a good turnout then. It sounds like then.
Yeah, it was great.
Awesome. Was Brett there too, or was he able to make it?
Brett was not there. Brett, I assume, had some kind of family stuff that he was doing, but Brett has seen it. I've definitely shared it with him. he's been one of my sounding boards throughout the process.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I just wanted to know how the process went and everything. I thought that was just the biggest news for you. Wanted to discuss it before you got into other topics because I'm sure you have some other stuff to talk about.
Oh yeah, we got stuff to talk about.
So I'm going to let you, on that note, I don't want to ruin anybody else. I'm going to go to my next beer and drink this Liquid Picnic from Warped Wing, and I'll try to check out what you have to talk about the rest of the night. And it was great talking to you about distilling, and everyone knows that you can now do it at home, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not telling you to do it at home, but I think you can.
Hey, you know what? If somebody decides to do it like Elijah, because he's really good at like brewing beer, I don't know how he is with distilling anything, but I would try it. If somebody was like, "Hey, try this," I would try it. I would trust them. So,
well, it depends who it is. There are some people that I would trust and some people that I would not. So, if
okay,
yeah. So don't just try random strangers' booze because you might die.
I don't know if I don't know about that Marco guy.
I would try Marco's booze.
I don't know. He's one I'd be a little bit weary about. Now, okay. Alex, I would try Alex's. But
I would try Alex's booze. Yeah. All right. Thanks for calling in, Zach.
All right, man.
Enjoy your margarita and your liquid lunch.
Oh, it's Liquid Picnic, brother.
and your margarita.
By Wartree. All right, take it easy, brother.
Cheers. Don't make margaritas when you call in. Makes for bad listening. Okay. So I don't actually remember which one of these had booze in them and which one didn't. These are empty. So these are my high proof. Okay. All right. We're gonna we'll cuvee these later. All right. We got to talk about news. So some of the big things that are happening right now in Cincinnati beer. Obviously, not always great news, not always happy news. Paradise East. I naked lunch. I love it. Um, I can't say that this is like super shocking because we all saw that the building was for sale and the equipment in the building was for sale. A move that I think this is just my opinion that the brewery was probably not very happy about. They were trying to make it very clear that they wanted to stay there. They wanted to keep operating. And that if the landlord was going to sell the space, they were hoping that the new owner, if there was a new owner, would keep them on. With all of that, business just hasn't made sense for them. So they are pulling the plug on Paradise East, and they are refocusing back into the Anderson Tap Room, which is still open and will still be open. It's not going anywhere. They own the building there, and you don't have to worry about a landlord coming in and messing stuff up. So, while yes, it's sad to see Paradise East closing, it is not the end of the world. And if you live in Williamsburg, you can trek over to Anderson and still get your Paradise beers. As far as what's happening with the space in Williamsburg, I don't know. I don't have any details on if this means that somebody is buying the brewery, buying the space, if we will see another brewery there, if somebody's going to buy it and then sell all the equipment and then put something else in there. Or, we don't know. We don't really know anything that's going on right now because this is just something that kind of popped up today. But they are closing. And the end of business will be the end of this month. So May 30th is kind of their big see you later party. And they're done, which is, I mean, it's kind of sad. Like I have such like happy memories of that space. Chris says there is just so many things going on in Williamsburg that the landlord is excited about. Like, I mean, it's funny because Williamsburg is Williamsburg, and I get it. But if we really kind of break that down, so when Old Firehouse was open in Williamsburg, they were doing good. I don't think they were doing great, but I think part of that is how they structured what that place is. Timing was strange. When they opened in they probably opened in 2015, maybe 2014, 2015, somewhere around there. And the market looked different. What it meant to open a brewery was a very different thing than it is today. If you put in a small brew house there and made a space that was way more neighborhood focused, they very quickly, and I'm talking about Old Firehouse, when they put that place in, they really quickly scaled to then distributing all across Ohio. They put in a canning line to get beer out everywhere. And that's just not the way to do things today. And I think that it's not Williamsburg that's the problem. It's what that space is. And now you're overcoming a different I'm trying to be as kind about this as I can, but there are a lot of people that got turned off by Old Firehouse. So that when Paradise came in, it was hard to kind of get some of those people back. And they did for a lot of them, but not everybody. And so now you're trying to overcome that, and times have changed. It's a different type of tap room than what people are expecting from their tap rooms today. Also, no food, which hurts. I think that the Purina plant out there is still not fully operational. When that is going to happen, is not, as far as I know, fully operational. When that happens, I don't know. How many people that brings out to Williamsburg? I don't know. What other types of businesses that brings with it that could also create more business? I don't know. But I don't think you should write off Williamsburg as a place that could sustain a brewery, even though two have not made it there. Oh, I had to sneeze. Sorry. Um, I think that maybe a tap room could be successful in Williamsburg, um, even though I've been proven wrong twice. So take it for whatever it is. Chris is getting ready to drink a dirty Mountain Dew. Justin says we're gonna miss it. We're gonna miss it. Um, Chris says, I mean, the space is cool. Maybe Barleycorns was interested. Yeah, I mean, the space is cool, but the space is also very kind of older school tap room, which is hard. That's hard to do now. And if in my opinion, if a new landlord came in and purchased the space, put a little bit of effort and a little bit of money into that space, put a food option in there, it's to me it's so close to being something that could again create that hub that people need in a place like Williamsburg. And you know, it's whatever. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. But lest anybody be worried, Paradise is not going anywhere. Paradise is chugging along in Anderson. They have a great tap room there, plenty of space there, great people there, and they'll still keep doing their thing. It always sucks when a place that you love closes. Sometimes maybe it sucks even more if it's a place like a space out in Williamsburg that like you just don't get to as much, because when it closes, then like you feel like this personal guilt about that. And I'm speaking for me. You know, I can't stop in Williamsburg as much as I would like to. There is no way for me to do it. And when they close, part of that closure is like it's a personal burden that we carry. It's like, well, you know, and not that we're like really to blame for this, because I live in Fairfield, Williamsburg. I'm not their customer base, but I feel like I want to be. I think that's what's hard for me. Is it's like, man, like I should have gone more. And it's like, logically, I know that there is no amount of times that I could have like made it there that would have made any kind of actual difference to what they were doing. But I feel like I could have done something. I don't know. It's not fun. It's never fun. It's not getting there. It's getting back home. Yeah, I mean, like the two spaces always felt a little bit. They felt different from each other, in a good way. I personally loved that personality of Paradise East. Not that I don't love the OG Paradise space too, but I loved them in different ways, and I liked having those two different kind of personalities of Paradise. Yeah, it's a loss. It sucks, but I'm glad that it's not a closure, because we've had too many of those in the last 5 years or so. There's been a lot of places that like when they close, you just kind of, not a lot. There's been places that when they close, you just kind of move on and you don't think about it again. And then there are places that when they close, you feel like this void in Cincinnati beer. And I think that Paradise holds a very important kind of piece of the Cincinnati beer puzzle. And yeah, we can't lose that. We kind of mentioned it a little earlier, and I'm not going to go deep into it because I want to write about it and I want to put it out there in the right way. But Fibonacci does have new owners, or is in theory, getting new owners. I don't know that the ink is actually dry yet. But as soon as I get a little more details about it, I will be talking about it. I stopped in the other night and drank a couple beers because they are, as ownership of a place like that changes, things will change. And I know that the new owners, when they come in, will try to continue as much of what that place is as they can while changing the things that they feel like they need to change. But you never really know how that's going to go. So I stopped in as soon as I kind of started hearing rumblings, and sat down and had a couple of beers, and kind of reminisced a little bit about what that place has been throughout their history. And again, not that it's going away or changing dramatically or anything, but who knows? Like as everything changes, there's plenty of places that like you don't notice that things are changing. Cheers, Justin. I'll swing in soon, chat with you guys. There are plenty of places that you don't notice until afterwards, that you missed something. And I there's been a lot of places that I can think of, that even places that are open now, that have never closed and never had some big dramatic change, that you look back at what they were and then you look at what they are now and you miss something. It's like, man, I miss what that was. I miss this about it, or I miss that about it, or I miss these people or those people or this drink or that drink or whatever it is. And you don't know what you had until it's gone. And like I try really hard to be conscious of that every day now. Like when I stop somewhere, I try to kind of like appreciate where things are right now. I try to pay attention to what is different now from what it was before, better or worse. And I try to just kind of live in that that change and that process and that experience. And sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad, and sometimes it makes me a little depressed about what a place is. Sometimes it makes me really happy at what a place is. But I'm trying very, very, very hard to be a little more conscious about that. It also kind of, there are places that I don't get to as much as I want to, that it makes me mad that I don't do that. We can talk about that. So MadTree, we could talk about that. MadTree has promoted Rhiannon to their very first CEO. So again, not a huge shocker if you've been kind of watching them as a business. Brady and Kenny are stepping back from the day-to-day. They are taking more of like a strategic role, kind of the bigger picture stuff, which I've kind of felt from the outside looking in that they've been kind of moving in that direction already. So not crazy, but I guess it's official. They're not going anywhere. They're not leaving, but they are just kind of starting to take it a little more easy. And Rhiannon is taking over to direct the day-to-day operations of the company. We've seen so many changes with MadTree over the last 5 or 6 years, and I for one, not every one of those decisions have I been happy about. But when you look at the bigger picture of how they're trying to kind of direct things, overall, I think it's great. Like, I think that they have done a really good job of trying to navigate how the industry is changing while trying to keep the personality of who they have always been intact. I think they've done a really good job of it, and I'm excited for where it goes from here. She's fantastic, great person, great great person to be at the helm of what Madry is. She gets it, and so yeah, I'm excited for this. But again, that's another article that I've got like half written that needs finished. I would say that I'm going to dive into that this week, but no. As soon as like, well, this week I have a little bit of a break, so I can get some more finishing touches put on the magazine. Next week we go back into some more documentary work just to get that finished and wrapped up, and then we can get back into some of the other stuff that I want to get done. It's been very busy. It's fine. Everything's fine. Oh, that's a good beer. I'll tell you what. We'll wrap this one up. We're like way over how long we're supposed to do these things. I might tell you what. I might do a short after show. If you are a Patreon subscriber, a member, a Nomi, I'm going to fire up a quick live stream over there while I drink another beer, because I have there's like a bunch of beers in there that I want to like taste, but I don't want to just sit by myself and taste them. I want to drink them with somebody. Oh, we're getting okay. Cuvées. All right. Cuvée. Sorry. I should have cuveyed on the after show, giving you guys a reason to become Nomies. All right. Go ahead and mix these like that. And we need, okay, let's get these two out of the way. We have these in there. Okay, this is dumb. This is a bad decision. Okay. Zach says the Fapple was great. One of these days I'm going to make that video too. All right, we're going to put a little bit of some Cooper Island in here. That's probably good. And I don't want to waste any of this because I love this stuff. All right, a little bit of this. That's probably good there. All right. I bet this is going to taste like rum. Chris says, I saw some Keystone Light apple this weekend. All right. Everybody's going to have an apple lager at some point. All right. Let's see if this is any good. I'm actually pretty confident this is going to taste just fine. It's going to be like a delicious boozy rum. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, smells good. It doesn't smell very like elegant though, if that makes any sense. It smells like a bit of a train wreck. Yeah, it smells like a train wreck. Like there's a lot going on, which is funny. Like it's not like if you take like, I don't know, 6 different bourbons and you mix them together, it just kind of tastes like bourbon and kind of smells like bourbon. This definitely smells like a very distinctive, unique product. All right, let's see. Oh yeah. Oh, super boozy, super hot. Clearly, there was a little more of the 151 in Ray and Nephew than the other stuff. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh. That'll light you on fire. Like literally, I bet I could breathe fire right now. Other than that, it's good. I mean, it's not good, but it's drinkable. It's man, that's whew. That's boozy. Whose idea was that? Oh man, I'm gonna feel that in the morning. All right. Thank you, Julia. You have done something. I appreciate everybody for hanging out and making this show happen. We're going to go do an after show and drink this rum concoction and drink another beer. And then we'll head to bed. I appreciate all of you for hanging out. I appreciate you for making this show what it is. If you like this, if you like any of the stuff that I do, you know what you need. Man, that's all right. Let me take another sip. Now, there is a lot of weird flavors going on there. That is wild. Not in a good way, just a weird way. Oh, and at the very end, there's this pop of booze. If you like this, if you like any of the stuff that I do, go to thenarlygnome.com/support and support that way. It helps. It forms like this really great backbone to everything that I do, and these, this place that I can go and I can share things. Which, for the record, we were talking about the documentary earlier. When it does hit YouTube, it will hit the Nomies first. They will get it before everybody else, probably significantly before everybody else. In fact, here we'll say this. Well, I was about to give a date. I don't know that I can do that yet, but it'll be fairly soon. Ish. I don't even know what soon means when it hits up there. But Nomies will get it first before anybody else. And that's because I love them more than everybody else. So if you want to be loved by me the way that I want to love everybody, become a Nomie. We'll be back next week. We'll do this all again because this thing's fun, and all of this should be fun. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. If you like reading about drinking, go to cincydrinks.com and subscribe there because the magazine's coming, and I'm pretty excited about that. So thank you. We'll see you guys on the after show. If you're a Nomie, go over to Patreon. The link will it'll be up in just a second. You can just click on it and watch it. It'll be good. I mean, it might not be good. It'll be something. Cheers. It's official. My lips are numb.